They only have 1 day to catch food for the entire winter. Munka ice fishing in Yakutia.
It's November now. Aryan and his family are getting ready to go traditional ice fishing known as Munha. Munha takes place every November, marking the final days before Yakutia's long and brutally cold winter begins.
How do people move here to begin with if it's that devastating that for the months of November through March you can't catch anything? The ice is so thick you can't ice fish. There's no animals anywhere. You can't have crops. There's no greenhouses. How the you're born there? Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, how did the first humans move here and it was like, it made sense? You know what I mean? Because like humans migrate towards areas that best suit their survival. Why the would anybody move here if it's this difficult to survive? They just spawned in there. It was just their seed placement.
It's only minus 15 degrees today, yet...
Oh, it's only minus 15 degrees today. That's not bad.
Aryan and his family will spend...
in November.
...the entire day outside. They dress in layers, making sure to stay warm, because once they reach the frozen lake, there is no coming back until the job is done.
Dude, you think they're catching that much food in 1 day for the entire year? No, that's what I'm saying, dude. What do you, they're gonna be out there for 20 hours. They're gonna be ripping fish every 3 seconds. I get how they just keep the fish, because it's like so cold outside, you just keep it outside, the fish stay frozen. You think they feel a difference between negative 15, negative 30? I actually had a conversation with one of my friends that lived in a cold area before he moved to New Jersey. And it wasn't this cold, but he did say the difference between like 0 to 10 and like negative 15 is drastic. It's like you instantly, the way he described it to me was that when you walk outside in like 0 to 10, it's just cold as fuck. But when it's like negative 15, negative 20, your clothes start freezing. Like everything gets stiff the second you walk outside. And so like you notice maybe the coldness isn't as bad or isn't like that big of a deal, but it's like you can't move well.
Today is a big day for the whole village. It's the day when the locals hope to catch several tons of crucian carp, enough to feed families through the long winter months ahead.
Bro, they're outside like it's a regular fucking Tuesday in the winter.
Enough to
Are they not? How do they not get frostbite? It's negative 15. Their entire fucking head is out.
Feed families through the long winter months ahead.
Like the kids all wearing the beanies and like they're covering their mouths and shit. Like I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It's negative 15 degrees Celsius. Isn't that even worse in Fahrenheit? Oh no, that's 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, that's not that bad. That's bad. It's not that, but it's bad for November.
Before fishing begins, the leader and most experienced fisherman performs an ancient ritual feeding the spirits of the forest, waters, and hunters.
Negative 15 is not that bad. Bro, what? What temperature in Fahrenheit would you say is cold? I mean, I would say like 40 degrees is cold, but like what I would be like, if for me to walk outside and go, oh, fuck, I feel like it'd be like 20. 20 and windy.
In Yakutia, surviving the winter has always been a team effort. That's how Munha fishing was born, a traditional and ingenious form of ice fishing passed down from father to son for thousands of years. Before Munha fishing begins, an elder
He got no idea what the fuck's going on. They just drilled a triangle. They just drilled a triangle into the fucking ice. What, are they going to just throw a big net down there? There's no way they're using fishing poles to catch food for the entire year.
Carefully chooses which lake will be fished this year. This decision...
Oh my god, they're just throwing a big net. Okay, I think they'll catch enough food for the year. They're about to just net up the entire fucking lake.
It's made with deep respect for nature and the local ecosystem.
How the hell did they get that under the ice?
үтүмәк аттылар, оны туған жеппетін 솔직히.
Teams of about 10 people gather, each with a specific role. The strongest men cut 2 large holes in the thick ice where they will place a V-shaped net about 100 meters long.
You think they got restaurants? It's not even, okay, this is going to sound like such first world shit. It's not even like, oh, they don't have DoorDash, they don't have fast food. Like, I bet in the entire fucking, like, 50-mile region, there's probably one restaurant that's open, like, 2 days a week. And it's more kind of like a bed and breakfast than anything. It's just like you're staying in a family's home. Oh, my God. So they have to get all the food themselves. Do you think they have grocery stores? Do you think they could buy food? Because if they have to catch all their food for the entire winter, I'm assuming they can't go to the grocery store. What do they do for a living up here? Like, what job how do you make money?
Then they drill a series of smaller holes between them to guide the net underneath the ice, using long wooden sticks with hooks. Slowly, the net is pulled from one side of the lake.
Selling fish? They need the fish for the year. They export stuff? I feel like they got to be like selling like lumber.
To the other until it covers nearly the entire perimeter.
Келе?
In Munhai fishing, there is one important rule. No one should stand without work, not even a child or a woman. Everyone takes part in their own way.
You think if you fell in that water, you would die? Like that water, I feel like you would immediately have to go to like the hospital. Or like a heated car. Not right away. If you can't swim, no, I think you would get hypothermia almost instantly. I think if you fell in that water and immediately got out, you'd be so cold that the water would start freezing on your body.
Years, Munha has become more than just fishing.
And this is like the warmest part. This is the last warmest day they could do this.
The true festival. People love, talk, and enjoy the
little limbo.
Last relatively warm day before the deep cold sets in. Children play outside, the boys are wrestling, the national sport of Yakutia, and a big part of the culture. In Yakutia,
wrestling's the national sport. I feel like some of these guys got to be like, do you think there's any UFC fighters from fucking Yakutia? Just some fucking hardened people, dude. Some guys that just don't feel pain.
Boy wants to become a strong wrestler.
It feels good. It's called the polar plunge. The polar plunge is when you're on the shore in like New Jersey and you run into the fucking water in the dead winter when it's 30 degrees outside. This is like northern Russia. This is so much colder. Like, this is so much colder. This is not like a regular ass like shore town water, right? They're almost on like the North Pole.
Now it's time to eat. Today's menu is nutritious soup with fresh meat and potato. Eating often is essential to keep up energy in the harsh Arctic cold.
You ever think like people here have allergies? Because I would always wonder like if you had like a gluten allergy and you lived in like Yakutia, you're fucked. Like you're like I don't want to say like you're dying, but you're not going to be able to do. Are you joking? Yeah. No, I'm not joking. Like I feel like the rate of allergies is probably higher in the US than here. With like artificial foods and other shit. Allergies are fake. Do you think the Earth's flat too? What are we fucking doing there? What do you mean? What do you mean allergies are fake?
After the meal, everyone gathers around as the elders speak to the younger generation. In Yakut culture, respect for elders runs deep. Their words carry wisdom and tradition. The young boys listen quietly, learning not only about fishing but about life, work, and strength.
This kid just wants to go home and play Fortnite.
At a funeral within 40 days, or pregnant women are not allowed to join the fishing. Locals believe that the lake can sense their tense energy and therefore will not give its gifts. Aryan's father Kirill prepares long wooden sticks for his son and wife. Together they
I want to see how many fucking fish they catch.
will use them under the ice to drive the
What if it's just a bad day for fishing? Or then what's the backup plan? Because I've gone fishing before. I've never gone ice fishing with nets, but I've gone fishing before where it's like you're out there for 6 hours, you catch fucking nothing. You're just sitting there sun beating on your fucking chest. You're like, oh shit, this sucks. I also have never walked on a frozen lake, but I even in an area as cold as this, I would have that imminent fear that I would just fall through the ice and die. Like, I don't think I could run out to a frozen lake. I fell in one. I mean, I've fallen in, like, frozen puddles before of, like, the shore of the lake I walk out on, and then I fall in, and I fall, like, a foot. But, like, dude, they fall in. This shit's probably, like, 40 feet deep. What are they doing? Is this the entire town? Like, do they plan a day for the entire city to come out and fish? What if you're like a bigger family, do you get more fish? What the fuck are they doing?
Fishing under the ice demands strength, patience, and perfect coordination. At the head of each team stands a Muncha master, a man who knows the lake's terrain and its secrets. Under his direction, the youngest fishermen stir the water through the holes, guiding the fish toward the center of the net.
Wait, what? So they're scaring the fish with the sticks to go towards the center of the net. They're not moving the net right now. They're like baiting the fish to move. Who the hell comes up with this? I understand this is like yeah, they're fish herding right now. That's so smart. He's blind? In the middle of a frozen lake? His eyes are such a pretty color. They look like cataracts. Like old people. Like you see it with your dogs or like your grandparents, where it's like their eyes get a little more gray. Did it fucking freeze over again? They dig 2 holes? I know, but they already did that. Because they already have the net set
When
up.
it's
I think they're
finally
pulling it
time to
out.
pull up the net,
Oh my god, the big reveal.
everything falls silent. Time
Okay, wait, let's take our guesses. Do we think it's going to be small fish or big fish? I think they're going to be like this big. 10 pounders. 10 pounders. That or like a metric ass ton of small fish. Like it's going to be like sardine level small or like big.
seems to stop. Everyone holds their breath, wondering if there will be enough fish to feed their families through the long winter ahead.
Yo, imagine there's nothing. Oh,
Then
they're small.
the first silverfish appears, followed by hundreds
Silverfish?
more.
Oh my god, yo, I respect that survival. I use silverfish as bait fish. I'm almost sure silverfish. What are the bait fish in Florida? Are those pinfish? No, those are pinfish. What are silverfish?
Cheer rises
Holy shit, they have a lot of them.
across the lake. This year has been a great success.
Oh my god. That is so... I did not think they were going to catch that many. Bro, that's got to be 1,000. You think that would cover their whole town for the year, though? Or not the year. It'd be like, what, 4 months? Oh my god, there's more. Oh my god, there's more. Man, what a way to die, too. Just sitting there. A fucking grizzly bear comes out of nowhere. Oh my god, they're still pouring more fish.
Traditionally, Munha begins in early November, when the ice is already thick enough to hold dozens of people. But in recent years, because of rising temperatures in Siberia, the ice has become thinner and more fragile, making this tradition increasingly dangerous. Yet the people
Yo, they're just loading that shit into a trash bag. But they're walking down the street. Damn, you gotta go throw that out? No, I got fucking 50 pounds of fish in this bag.
continue because Munha is not
That shit's breaking when he picks it up.
just fishing. It's their culture, their spirit, their way of life.
Whoa! Wait, what? Oh my god, so the ice can fucking crack and break.
Spirit, their way of life. During the long Arctic winters, the ice grows so thick that oxygen can't reach the water. Without it, many fish would suffocate, so villagers catch them before that, gathering food while helping the lake stay in balance. When the catch is finally pulled out, the fish are equally shared among all participants, and also with neighbors who could not take part. To protect nature, they never fish in the same lake for the next 3 years, allowing the ecosystem to restore its balance.
Where do you think they put him? Do you think they leave him just leave him outside? There's no way. They gotta have like a closed room. I don't think they need a freezer, chat. It's cold as shit outside. What animals? There's probably bears. You don't think there's bears up here? There's bears up here. There's animals that would fucking eat those.
After a long day, tired but happy, Aryan and his
Oh my god, it's just soaking in blood.
family are ready to return home.
Holy shit. Oh my god, you think the smell would be bad on the way home? Fucking 30-minute drive home, it just reeks. Driving with the windows down. Oh yeah, no, they just gotta... Whoa. Is that a moose? What is that animal? They just got a room full of fucking... So I'm assuming this room's just cold and they keep meat here. Whoa. Are they still alive? Oh, so they're gonna cut them all up now. Then freeze the meat. Yo. Did one of them explode in the bag? Oh, that dog foaming at the mouth. Oh. Part wolf? You think those are wolf dogs? I think they're just big ass dogs. Oh, now we're cooking. We gonna deep fry them? All right, that looks pretty good. Oh, the breading on them too. Filet o fish. I don't think it's gonna be like a filet o fish. You think they drink snow water, or is that like contaminated? Bro, that one's moving. The death throes. Oh, he don't know what's about to come up next. Oh shit. Oh, they ain't ready. Yeah, they probably boil it. Muscle memory, yeah, it's the same thing with like frog legs and salt. Like, even if you have like not even newly dead, like way old dead frog legs, you pour like salt in them and they start kicking. I can't get past the one thing that I'll say. It's like, I don't think it's gross or anything. I think it's just how I was raised, and like most people in the United States, I guess. I can't eat a fish if the head's still on it. You could give me like the body of the fish and I'll like pick at it and eat it. But like if I'm staring that motherfucker down, I'm not eating that.
As you already know, Adrian loves fried Crucian carp, lovingly prepared by his mother.
Did they take the organs out of the fish?
Life in Yakutia is truly unique. Harsh.
He said they were prepping them, so I'm assuming so.
Through Munha ice fishing, you can see how people here remain united with nature and with each other. Even in the coldest
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd get a bad bite there and probably throw up on the spot.
and with each other. Even in the coldest inhabited place on earth, life is filled with love, light, and joy.
Oh, no. I love that they fucking love doing this, too. How we prepare minus 71, negative 95. What? What?
Meet Georgi.
We gotta watch that another day. Or should we watch that right now? I don't know. I love watching this shit. Negative 95, bruh. Negative 95. That is insane. Right now, do a poll. Negative 95. So that's when that shit's getting even colder. That's how they prepare. Bro, they probably just chop a shitload of wood. How we prep for negative 95. I didn't even think, what's the coldest it could get on Earth? In the East Antarctic Plateau, it gets to negative 144. The coldest permanently inhabited place is Oymyakon, a village in northeastern Siberia. Where is Yakutia? Oh, no. Oymyakon is a village in Yakutsk. How we prepare for negative 71, negative 95 winter in Yakutia.
Meet Georgi, a resident of a small remote village in Yakutia, one of the coldest inhabited
Bro, they got a tough-ass house, though, for this being, like, how they build that.
places on earth. This year,
This cold, they probably only able to do like, oh, they probably don't have plumbing. I was gonna say they could probably only do like digging and plumbing work in the summer, but I don't even think they probably have outhouses. If it gets that cold, the pipes would freeze.
winter arrived a month early for Georgi and his family. By September, the first snow had already covered the land, freezing
In
the
September.
quiet village streets. In just a month, winter will return in
What temperature is it right there right now? Hold up. It's negative 28.
full force, with temperatures dropping to a brutal minus 60 degrees Celsius. So Georgi must get his family ready. In Yakutia, heating isn't comfort, it's survival. Without it, a house can freeze solid in less than an hour. So every morning before his children wake up, Georgi tends to his stove. Georgi and Tatiana have 3 children, 4-year-old Anyuta, 2-year-old Evgeny, and their oldest, 12-year-old Eva, who studies far from home at a boarding school. Anyuta and Evgeny attends a tiny nursery with only 4 children in total, yet it stays open every day, no matter how cold.
And is that funded by the government? How is this like preschool nursery making money? They have 4 students. 4 people. And they probably have like 2 teachers.
Cold it gets. Parents wrap their children in layer of warm clothing and life goes on. Because in Yakutia, the cold is
I'd be sweating so bad though, bro. I know I'd have the cold sweats.
in a tiny village of just 60 people, hidden deep in the Siberian forest. There are no supermarkets, no hospitals, and no police.
No supermarket, no hospital, no police, bro. You could go to your neighbor, shoot him in the head, and nobody would know for a year.
If something happens, families must rely entirely on themselves. That's why
Something happens, bro. You start going into like, what if you have like fucking appendicitis? You need to get your appendix taken out. You gotta fucking drive 5 hours to a hospital?
autumn, everyone prepares carefully, stocking up on firewood, food and supplies, and insulation.
Why would you think about that? Bro, I'm saying that's just scary. Living in an area with no grocery store, no supermarket, no hospital, no police. They have no like it's like a hunter-gatherer society effectively.
Insulating their homes to survive the long, bitter cold.
They have Wi-Fi. They have fucking telephone cables. Oh.
After dropping the children off at the nursery, Georgi goes to help his neighbor insulate the barn for the cattle. In this small, remote community, everyone helps each other, especially when the long, harsh winter is near. In Yakutia, people survive together, not alone. Keeping animals alive.
When I was in Wyoming, I saw a cow carcass that was picked clean by wolves because when it gave birth, they didn't lick it clean fast enough and it froze to death. And then animals ate it almost immediately after.
And warmth through the winter is hard work that few could handle. The barn
Like, they could live in those temperatures, but it's like when they give birth, bro, they're sopping wet.
must be sealed tightly against the frost. To insulate it, Georgi uses an old traditional method passed down through generations, covering the walls with cow dung. To many people,
And that insulates it, so he uses the cow's shit to insulate the fucking the warehouse.
this may sound unusual, but once dried, cow dung becomes completely odorless, solid and highly insulating. It's also antibacterial and naturally insect repelling, making it a surprisingly effective and sustainable building material. For centuries, the Yakut people have relied on this simple yet clever technique to keep their barns warm and their animals safe through the coldest winters on Earth, a way of surviving in a climate where modern materials often fail.
Bro, I mean, he's just got to paint it on very casually, though. Like, there's no, like, building plans. He's just kind of smearing shit on the walls. Like, is it all just eyeballing it? Oh. I love how the wall's different colors based off of the hardness of the poop and probably what the cow was eating. Yo, get the fuck out of here. That cat is surviving. That cat is surviving in the wild. Get the fuck out of here. Where is that cat sleeping? Where is that cat sleeping?
After helping his neighbor, Georgi returns to his own home. The family doesn't live here yet. The house is still under renovation, and he wants to finish before the real cold sets in. Today, Georgi is insulating the roof with soil. He carries heavy bags filled with dark soil and spread it across the top of the house. It may look unusual, but this is an old Yakut method that works perfectly in the Arctic cold. When the temperature drops, the soil freezes and forms a thick, solid layer. It traps the worms inside and blocks the freezing wind from getting through the roof. The frozen earth becomes a natural armor that protects the house from the...
Bro, I'm more so like, the worry that I'm saying is like, say like their window breaks or something shatters, you know, collapses, and it's the dead winter. Like, do they just have to go to like live in their neighbor's house? Like, because there's certain things that they couldn't immediately just fix.
Cold. Georgi also pours soil around the foundation to keep the floor from freezing. If you look closely, you will notice that between the logs, people in Yakutia use moss or jute fiber to seal every tiny gap. With no central heating, the family uses an electric convector, spending about $250 a month in winter. That's why good insulation is so important. It helps reduce heating costs and keeps the bills from going sky high.
God, this is like such a beautiful place, though. Look, like there's nobody near them, man. They literally live in the middle of nowhere. It's like Alone. It's way worse than Alone. Alone, they'll drop you off in Alaska, bro. And it'll get cold there, but it's still reasonable. If they ever did an Alone season here, dude, half the contestants would fucking die.
Finishing the work around the house, Georgi and Tatiana drive 120 kilometers to the nearest town.
Was that just a free-roaming cow?
The only place where they can buy proper winter clothing. In this part of the world, an ordinary jacket or pair of city boots simply won't survive.
Are they open fucking 3 hours a day? Oh, wait, no. No, 3 hours a day. 3 hours a day on one of the days, 3.5 the other, and then 1 hour.
Locals shop only from specialized Arctic brands designed for life in temperatures that can freeze steel and turn breath into snow. Georgi needs a full set: winter trousers, a heavy jacket, boots, a hat, and mittens. But even this gear will only last through early winter. When January and February arrive and the temperature drops to its lowest, people switch to fur clothing because no synthetic material can truly stand against Yakutia's brutal cold. But warmth here comes at a price. A full fur outfit can cost up to $5,000 per person, and locals often save for years to afford one.
What the fuck? Why would anybody live here? I just for $5,000 and they're gonna have to constantly. I thought he was gonna say $500. I really thought she was gonna say $500. $5,000 for them to have 1 year of winter clothes, and then they're still gonna have to get. They were saying the custom wool sets too, so they need regular athletic like gear like this that they're able to like have more motion in, and then they need like hand woven wool clothing.
Today, Georgi spent about $800 on his new set of winter
Bro, what does he do for a living? How do they make money?
clothing, enough to face the coming weeks of frost. After returning home from the town, Georgi and Tatiana don't rest for long. It's time to think about food for the day. Living deep in the wild, people here rely on hunting and fishing for their food. In October, Georgi uses an old fishing method called chores, the same one his father taught him when he was a boy. First, Georgi and Tatiana go to a small lake to catch minnows, tiny fish used as a bait. Georgi places a raw dough inside a basket and leaves it in the water overnight. The next day they return to collect the catch. Then they drive to the river. Georgi drills several holes in the ice and gently threads the live minnows onto a line, lowering them back under the ice.
I really don't get how they make money, because it seems like a lot of the stuff that they do for themselves is like self-provided survivalist work. So I'm like, how are they getting $800 to pay for this? Because like it looks like they chop their own wood, they get their own food, they get their own water.
Then they wait. During the cold Yakut nights, burbot, a fish that hides deep in the river, comes out
The daycare, yeah, the profitable daycare with 4 people.
to hunt. If they are lucky, by morning it takes the bait. On the third day, Tatiana and Georgi return to the river, hoping for a catch. This ancient method takes time, patience, and a lot of hard work.
Oh, barbel, barbel. Oh!
Oh my god, is it biting his fucking finger? Yo, they're catching fish like crazy.
Oh, wow!
Yo, they're already frozen solid.
After 3 days of effort, they catch 6 burbots. Tired but happy, they return home with food for the week, a gift from Mother Nature herself.
They just had snow on them? Oh. I thought they were rock solid.
October is also the time when farmers butcher their cattle for
Bro, they got a volleyball.
winter. It's an old Yakut tradition. Families buy fresh meat, divide it into portions, and freeze it for the month ahead. Georgi just brought home a large piece of meat, which Tatiana will store and freeze it for the winter.
How you even start cooking that shit up? You know what I mean? Like, if you were like, I think I could, like, hand butcher, like, fillets, but if you just handed me that slab of meat and you're like, all right, cut this up. Where the hell you even start? Just start hacking at it. Yeah.
Tatiana and Georgi have been together for 12 years, doing everything side by side.
Just start chopping.
Working, building, raising children, and preparing for winter. In a place shaped by long, harsh winters, life without love, care, and support will be impossible. Together, they built their cozy wooden house by the river, pouring all their love and warmth into it. They name it after Tatiana's beloved grandfather as a tribute to family and their ancestors. Today, they welcome travelers from all over the world to stay in their home and experience what life is like in one of the coldest places on Earth. But life here isn't easy. Living in such an extreme climate means facing challenges every single day, even something as simple as food. In this frozen land, fresh fruits and vegetables are a luxury. Apples, bananas, and tomatoes rarely reach this far, and when they do, their prices are often higher than meat.
Oh my god, bro. A case of fucking fruit probably costs like $30.
Locals rely on what nature gives them: lingonberries, potatoes, carrots, and herbs gathered during the short northern summer. In October, Tatiana and Georgi spend their days pickling, salting, and freezing everything they've harvested, storing the taste of summer to
Those carrots?
survive the long, dark month ahead.
Yo, something just cracked the shit out of this windshield.
Now, Georgi and Tatiana are heading on their daily mission to collect water for drinking and washing. For drinking water, they drive about 8 kilometers to a natural spring where they fill large containers with crystal clear water.
What happens when that freezes?
They do this while it's still autumn before the river freezes. In just a few weeks, the water will turn the solid ice, sometimes up to 2 meters thick. Locals then harvest ice from the river, cutting it
Oh, they chunk blocks of ice out and melt them.
into large blocks buckets and storing it outside. Later, they melt it for drinking and cooking.
Yeah, I would die out here in a day. I think I would die out here.
In their village, there are no water pipes or running water. Building such systems in Yakutia is almost impossible. The land is frozen for most of the year, and laying underground pipes through permafrost is extremely expensive. Yakutia is also huge, almost the size of India, and many villages are simply too remote for centralized utilities. So people here still live in a traditional way. Georgi and Tatiana use river water for cleaning, washing, and daily chores.
I don't know. I'm just like, do you think... I would have to ask them. I feel like they have to enjoy the lifestyle. I'm pretty sure the story of the person that makes these videos is that they used to live in the area. Because I remember we used to watch Kiyun. And I feel like she used to live here. She explained it or something. Or somebody that does these documentaries that used to live here left. And I feel like whenever we see these documentaries, a lot of their kids move away. And so I feel like this is probably like a dwindling city/tradition. Because it's just, I guess, like, this is a hard life. Like, to fucking, it's not even just like, oh, like, financially. Like, it's not that they're struggling financially. Like, they don't have, like, they have to fucking not freeze to death. I bet Kiyun's nice, too. Probably gives him a cut of this video.
When it comes to bathing, families don't have showers or hot water lines. Instead, they have their own wooden banya, a traditional Russian-style sauna built beside the house. Once a week, they heat it with firewood, bring in buckets of river water, and enjoy a few hours of real warmth and steam. Here, even simple things like washing or collecting water take effort and time. In the afternoon, Georgi and Tatiana drive 40 kilometers
And my God, Chad, I gotta say that car looks like it's from 100 years ago.
to pick up Eva from her boarding school.
And it's a soft top.
They can't wait to see her.
That's a soft top.
The week always feels long without her at home, and every Saturday becomes a special day for the whole family.
Probably cold as shit in that car. It's reliable, though? Oh, yeah, all the shit from that era is reliable. God, like, breaking down, man. They ain't got AAA. You break down 10 miles away from your fucking home. What are you, walking back?
There are no grocery store in their village, so every trip like this is important.
How does the oil not freeze? One other video we watched way back was about a city near Yakutia. I think it might be the main city in this area where it's like, they actually had like big like buildings. All the cars are just nonstop running. They don't turn their cars off.
Today they need to buy a box of bread, enough to last for the week. In a place where the nearest store is 40 kilometers away, even bread must be planted and stored carefully for the days ahead. After shopping, they drive to Eva's boarding school. Every Saturday feels like a small celebration, the day their family becomes complete again.
You're like, what if you hate your classmates?
Eva studies far from home because there are no schools in their own village, and driving 80 kilometers every day will be too difficult, especially in winter when temperatures fall to minus 50 degrees Celsius. Yet, even in such cold, life here doesn't stop. Children still go to school. Back home, the work never really ends. Tatiana begins to do the laundry. There is no running water here, so Georgi and Tatiana use the water they brought from the river earlier.
I gotta say, bro, that bread looks so good, though.
As the day comes to end, the family gathers around the table for dinner. After a long week apart, Eva is finally home, and the house feels alive again, filled with laughter, the smell of warm food, and the quiet joy of being together. This is every
I will say this is like, you know how everybody misses like the Christmas nostalgia and like the early 2010s where you would just like play board games with your family and like sit by fire, do some shit like that. Like while they don't have like a lot of the luxuries we have today, like they have that like sit around the family or sit around the table family vibe, which I feel like doesn't really exist, at least in the US anymore, where you're like round table talking with your family, playing a game after, interacting with each other. Like you become a lot more independent a lot quicker. Yeah, and it forever stays that way here.
Every day is a battle against the cold, yet the people
Bro
here
is munching.
never complain. They live in the full harmony with nature, respecting its power, its silence, and its beauty. For them, Yakutia is not just a place to live, it's their mother, their pride, and
Oh my god, they got a TV too, bro.
their greatest love, a way of life they will never trade for anything.
Yeah, that's what I really think it is, bro. Like, you grow to love that shit. And I think if you're born into it, it's fucking sick. But it's just like, if you're not, it's the same thing, man. It's just like the culture and the tradition of your family. Like, you wouldn't want to give that up.